Right now at 6, the Highway 16 project nearing the finish line when officials expect the section of the road to reopen and the first cases of a contagious virus found in Wisconsin. How to prepare for it.
Watching WKDT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Emily is off tonight. Well, good news for frustrated La Crosse drivers. A major road project is close to wrapping up. News 8 Now's Grace Monk is live with the good news. Grace.
If road work on Highway 16 is impacting your commute, you won't have to worry for much longer. According to officials, it's set to... Highway 16 repairs are coming to an end. Officials confirming that it will fully open by the end of the month. Project manager John Bainter says they've managed to stay on schedule.
The anticipated end date was always the end of August, and we're on track to meet that. The rain did cause some slight delay, but we were able to make that time back up.
Work started in April from La Crosse Street to Kinney Cooley Road. On the list of improvements, road patching, resurfacing, and bridge repairs.
We also replaced some storm sewer, some curb and gutter, some inlets at the La Crosse Street and Losey intersection. We updated the signals.
Since April, traffic has been rerouted through different parts of the city. One driver says the project makes his commute longer.
It was the most efficient way for me to get to work. I've been forced to take more, circuitous routes with more traffic.
Boyce says he looks forward to the highway being open again.
It's been a hindrance for a while, and I'm excited to just be able to use that route again without too much thought.
An official reopen date has not been determined. Reporting in La Crosse, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
Grace, thanks very much. Now to a News 8 follow-up. A Warrens man pleading not guilty to sex crime charges. Devin Brenson was arraigned in Monroe County Court today. He is accused of having regular sexual contact with a 15-year-old girl. Brenson has pleaded not guilty. He is also the former president of a nonprofit for people suffering with addiction. A grenade-like scare at the UW Arboretum in Madison. Police say a device was sitting on the boardwalk. A bomb squad was called in as a precaution. Those officials determined the object was an old training device.
Told by our partners at the bomb squad that they're seeing more and more cases of this because people are finding these old devices, maybe at grandma and grandpa's house. They don't know what to do with it, so they just leave it somewhere in plain sight with hopes that the right folks will take care of it. That's what happened today, but we hope that it wouldn't happen in a situation like this.
They also used a canine unit to sweep the area, and the Arboretum was reopened. Wisconsin health officials are on alert as measles cases here climb. It comes as the new school year approaches. News 8 Now's Allison Fergit has a closer look tonight. Allison.
Health officials are encouraging people around the state to be aware of the increasing measles cases, and they have some helpful reminders on how to keep yourself and your kids healthy.
According to the state of Wisconsin, there has been a confirmed laboratory case of measles and then 8 additional cases confirmed through their contact tracing.
The first cases of measles in Wisconsin have been confirmed after a family became exposed to the virus while traveling out of state. Right now, the U.S. is experiencing its worst measles outbreak in more than 3 decades. The surge comes as Wisconsin's Department of Health Services reported that vaccination rates in schools are on the decline.
We do have some concerns about that.
Sarah Lawrence has worked as a nurse in the La Crosse School District for 19 years. In that time, there's never been a case of measles, but the district does have plans in case a student catches the disease.
We would do an active investigation where we find out onset of symptoms, who they were exposed to, if they traveled, how long they had symptoms. From there, we would basically do some contact tracing and find out who they were in contact with, what activities they participated in.
She added that there would be a school-wide notification and extra cleaning measures around the building. With cases rising as back-to-school season nears, there are key symptoms for parents to watch out for.
Those symptoms usually start out as a fever, runny nose. You may get something that is like noticeably similar to pink eye, and then those individuals usually break out with a full body rash.
Simmons and Lawrence say getting vaccinated is the best protection from the disease, but there are extra precautions you can take to help yourself and others stay safe.
Getting good sleep, eating healthy, that does a good job for the immune system.
Really work with your child to know that they should wash their hands often. I also think staying home when you're sick is a good practice.
If you think you might have measles and want to get treatment at a hospital, make sure to call ahead so they can take the proper precautions before you arrive. Reporting in the newsroom, Allison Fergit, News 8 Now.
Allison, thanks very much. It's another air quality alert day. Let's head outside through our city cam. Wildfire smoke continues to make things unhealthy for sensitive groups. Now, Nicole, this alert day could last through tomorrow.
Yeah, we're still tracking some lingering smoke across the area, but really it's showing great signs of improvement, especially from where we were at just a few days ago. But I'm sure everybody is really sick of seeing these air quality alerts continuing to be extended. So hopefully tomorrow is going to be our last one. As you can see, still needing. We are still seeing air quality as low as that orange level, which means it's still unhealthy for sensitive groups to spend extended periods outdoors. So you still are wanting to remain cautious for now, that air quality alert in effect until noon tomorrow throughout the entire state of Wisconsin. But it looks like we're the last ones in it. So we're the last ones at the party, but I'm sure it's really going to start clearing up as we get into this middle portion of the week. And even now, we had a bug, but even now, look at that. You can see off at the bluffs, you can really see that haze out there. Otherwise, it's really not nearly as bad as we were before. So again, just if you're in those sensitive groups, spending a little less time outside than you might want to, because it is gorgeous out. It's sunny and 78 right now in Eau Claire. We're still holding on to those mild conditions all the way through the evening hours, staying in the 70s until that sun sets a little bit later tonight. We'll have some increasing clouds as we go into the overnight period. Otherwise, it's really looking quiet out there with some calm conditions. Not a whole lot of activity happening tonight. But as we look ahead towards the end of the week, the haze will be gone, but the heat and humidity will be right back with it. So I'll have all the details on that in a little bit.
Well, there's always something, right?
Always something.
Thanks, Nicole. Well, environmental advocates are urging support to fund the preservation of the Mississippi River. Friends of the Upper Mississippi Wildlife and Fish Refuge hosted a Sustain Our River event over at the Black River Beach Neighborhood Center. Officials say the next federal budget will overhaul existing efforts to preserve the river. They say without dedicated funding, programs at the federal level to control invasive species, sediment, and erosion won't survive.
But I will say that this Mississippi River is anything but lazy. This is a working river. This is a multi-purpose river. This is a river that connects all of us.
Organizers add that if environmental controls go away, the physical impact to both river recreation and native fish will be devastating. Coming up, the search continues for missing street signs stolen in a Trempealeau County town. Plus, what to expect for our annual Stuff the Bus campaign that's coming up later this week.
We know that home is where you can be yourself, whether that's working on your cooking skills or getting in a quick workout. Home is your happy place. Get the loan that fits you. Apply for your home loan with Ultra today.
All the financial benefits are awesome. And then on top of that, it's green energy.
We have project managers that will walk you through the process, keep you informed along the way, and make sure that the communication is the best that it can be.
The 30% tax credit will end this year, so lock in your savings, reduce your electric bills, and get the full 30% credit while it's still available. Call 608-780-2347 to get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy today.
At Vernon Memorial Healthcare, we believe in your birth, your way. From prenatal visits to postpartum care, we provide continuous support, respect your birth plan, and ensure a smooth transition from pregnancy to parenthood. With expert lactation consultants and a comforting home-like environment, we're here for you before, during, and after delivery. Vernon Memorial Healthcare, where your journey is in caring hands.
From the creators of bacon, Applewood smoked ham, ham and Swiss melts, 2 for $7. Arby's, we have the meat.
This adorable shelter pet wants to meet you and your family today. The News 8 Now Pet of the Week is brought to you by Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics.
Banking should be easy. Ultra's A+ accounts put online and mobile banking at your fingertips. Plus, a contactless debit card for everyday purchases. No stress, just banking made for you. Now that's worth celebrating. Open your account today.
In Trempealeau County, sheriff's deputies say someone is stealing road signs. News 8 Now's Seth Padilla has the latest.
Trempealeau County is dealing with a road sign theft problem. Approximately 6 road signs have been stolen as of right now, ranging from the street signs like Pine Creek Ridge Road, Schmickel Valley Road, Galinsky Road, an ATV route sign, and a bump ahead warning sign. Emergency services rely on these signs, and when they get stolen, it affects their navigation.
Our emergency services definitely utilize them every time an emergency happens, and we use those daily. Visitors use them daily. U.S. Postal Service uses them. Everybody uses them. So when they're not there, they do hinder emergency response to a residence.
Replacing the signs costs the local government hundreds of dollars. If you can return these signs at Dodge Town Hall, they will ask no questions. If you have any information on the whereabouts of these road signs, feel free to call dispatch at the number as follows: 715-538-4351. In Trempealeau County, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now.
Today is International Owl Awareness Day, and the Owl Center in Houston is celebrating with a free open house where admission was free all day. Local businesses also offering owl-themed food and giveaways, and it's a chance for the public to learn more about the center's next big step, building the country's first owl aviary. They're currently raising money for a new facility that they expect to cost more than $17 million.
No, we have probably around getting close to 1.6 million now, and that's all private funds. So we'll just keep trucking until we get there.
Programs at the Owl Center are running every hour until 3. The bins are out, and News 8 Now's Stuff the Bus campaign is underway. Friday marks the 4th year of our donation drive. We are teaming up with Cooley Bank, the YMCA, and the Salvation Army to collect school supplies for students in need. You'll see donation stations set up at the La Crosse and Onalaska Walmarts from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and our crews will be live on site. We're looking for donations of backpacks, notebooks, markers, hygiene products, and more.
The beautiful thing about our event is it's a free drop-in event. There's no pre-registration required. And so anytime between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. on August 16th, any families can stop in and get extra school supplies.
So that's where your donations will be headed. Monetary donations are also welcome. They'll be used to purchase additional needed supplies. You can also donate with a check. You just got to make it out to WKBT TV, and we'll then deliver the money to the YMCA. We will have more news ahead, but first,
we have that summer heat and humidity creeping back into the forecast, and you'll definitely be feeling it once we get towards the end of this week. I'll have all the details coming up right after the break.
If you have aging or cracked sewer lines that need to be replaced, choose Maxwell White. We make sewer replacements a stress-free process and make sure your lines are good to go for many years to come. For a limited time only, we're offering financing with 0% interest for 48 months. So call today.
In 1969, Taco John's combined Western traditions with Mexican flavors and created West Mex. More than 50 years later, it still tastes like a good idea. A West Mex legend has returned. The Taco Burger is back at Taco John's.
News 8 Now wants to help you create memories with your family by watching movies on the big screen. Friday Flicks with Vicki Nichols of Sparta Cinema will tell you all about upcoming must-see blockbusters, plus exclusive deals at the theater. Watch this Friday at 5 a.m. on News 8 This Morning, presented by Sparta Cinema.
Summer style starts here. Refresh your space for less at the King Furniture Hot Summer Sale. Save up to 50% on an entire room of beautiful new furniture. Living rooms, bedrooms, dining, you name it. Find mattress closeout deals on overstocked inventory and special factory closeout Lazy Boy recliners at prices too good to sit out. Plus, when you trade in your old furniture, get a discount on new. We'll even deliver and haul away for free. It's the King Furniture Hot Summer Sale going on now.
A home you love. A business that endures. It takes your vision, your hard work, and your dedication to bring them to life. The right tools help. Case IH truly understands your vision and what you need to achieve it. That's why we build the equipment, the local dealer and service network, and the data and tech you want today and tomorrow. Because we don't just build our equipment to work. We built it to work for you.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships, now including La Crosse and Richland Center.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Stubborn clog that just won't give? With our drain cleaning services, we can remove those stubborn blockages without jeopardizing the integrity of your pipes. For a limited time, we're offering financing options with no interest if paid in full within 18 months. So call today.
Well, as we mentioned before, we're still dealing with some lingering haze out there. Not a whole lot of smoke now near the surface, but still enough that we're predicting unhealthy conditions for those in those sensitive groups. So again, anybody with any respiratory issues or elderly still want to use some extra caution when you go outside this evening, spending a little less time than you might want to, because again, it's very nice outside right now, very comfortable as far as conditions go, but the smoke is on its way out. I know we've been saying that for a while now, but I promise it is this time around. We're seeing that continue to move off to our north now, still seeing some heavier amounts into central and eastern Wisconsin, but already by tomorrow morning seeing plenty of improvement, maybe some lingering haze for areas north of I-94 to start, but once we get into tomorrow afternoon, we'll have mostly to, if not completely clear conditions across the entirety of the area, and we should be in the clear at least for now. After that, all of our attention is really shifting to the days ahead, because we'll have gradual warming taking us all the way to the end of the week, and you'll definitely feel it by the time that Friday comes around. So for tonight, still fairly mild out there, but warmer than we have been. Much of the area seeing low temperatures returning into the 60s, 62 for your low in La Crosse, 60 in Eau Claire. Tomorrow's highs also seeing that gradual warming, getting back to near normal in the mid 80s out there. Some of us staying in the low 80s, but still a little bit warmer than we were today. 84 for your Tuesday high in La Crosse, 82 in Eau Claire. It'll be partly cloudy, especially once we get some of that daytime heating to pop up. We'll see some more puffy cumulus clouds popping up, and with that, maybe seeing some isolated showers, but overall, it's really looking like most of us will be on the plenty dry side. Even when we see some of those isolated showers popping up in the afternoon, here they are. You're really going to have to squint to try to find them. Really not a lot of coverage with those, and even if you do find yourself under one, they're going to be very short-lived and fairly light as far as rainfall amounts go. Any of that activity, though, will really die off once we get that sun to set later in the evening hours, and then we shift our attention into Wednesday mornings. We'll have a decaying thunderstorm system stretching across Minnesota as we go into Tuesday night, making its way into our area by the time Wednesday morning comes around, still holding on to some steam by the time it gets to about the Twin Cities. That's where some questions start to arise, though, how long it's going to be holding that fuel, because it really breaks up once we get into the early afternoon hours. If it speeds up, we could see some showers for your for your Wednesday morning, but other than that, it's really looking like mainly for areas just west of the Mississippi River. And other than that, we have a mostly dry stretch for the next few days, but we do have some thunderstorm chances moving back in once we get towards the end of the week, especially into the overnight periods and looking towards next weekend. But until then, the heat is really taking the cake. Look at this, 92 for your high on Friday. That'll likely be the hottest day of the week, and then we'll be in the upper 80s on Thursday and Saturday. After that, though, we'll likely see temperatures falling back to this white average line here, and it'll be more comfortable out there, because with that heat, we're also going to be feeling the humidity with it. Here's our muggy tracker, seeing noticeable humidity starting to pop up as we go into tomorrow and into Wednesday. But once we climb into Thursday, you'll definitely feel that humidity out there as dew points climb near 70 degrees, if not a little bit above that at times in both La Crosse and in Eau Claire. So we'll feel that heat, we'll feel that humidity with it as well. And then after that, we have the chance for some thunderstorms to move in as we go into next weekend. But until then, really not looking that bad out there. Tomorrow could be the first day in just about a week where we actually have very little smoke lingering, so a good day to get outside and enjoy it before those summer temperatures come back in. But I'm sure somebody out there is really excited about the 90s being back, so I don't want to dig on it too much.
Of course,
but I'm not
each their
one of
own,
them.
right?
Yeah, I'm not one of them.
Absolutely. Thanks, Nicole. Well, coming up next in sports, top of the class, a Brewers rookie recognized for a very impressive July. Plus, hear from the head coach of the UWL men's basketball team, JT Gritzmacher, as his squad prepares for some competition overseas. Jacob is next.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
US Cellular makes it easy to switch. Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in.
We don't even have to trade in our teeth?
Nope.
I almost lost this one.
Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
Protect your home with Tundra seamless gutters and gutter helmet from Asher Lassen Exteriors. Our highly trained technicians can install the complete water management system for your home with our exclusive custom gutters, gutter helmet, and helmet heat. Gutter helmet is filter free, so it will never clog, guaranteeing you'll never clean your gutters again. Use promo code 20 and receive up to 20% off your entire project. Plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 12 months. Connect with the Asher team today and request a free, no obligation consultation at goasher.com or call us at 888-GO-ASHER.
Air conditioning stopped working? Tired of finding ways to stay cool? Don't sweat it. Give G&T Heating and Air Conditioning a call. They'll have you feeling cool as a cucumber without having to resort to, well, alternative methods.
Call G&T.
For the best heating and air conditioning, guaranteed.
I'm a martial artist, a skydiver, a pilot, and all of them require your feet to work. Get up in the morning, and it felt like I was standing on marbles on my heel. When I went into the Good Feet store, the fitting was personalized. It was all about me. You put in the arch supports, and your day becomes better, and the sun shines, the unicorns run by, and, you know, it's a good life. I'm Randy, and that's my Good Feet story.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Right now, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in.
Are we having the wool pulled over our eyes here?
No, and you get the latest phones. High five.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
Covering all the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, as many football teams across the state are gearing up for training camp, the UWL basketball team getting their passports ready for a trip over to Europe. The Eagles are coming off one of the best seasons in program history after a memorable Elite 8 run, and now they'll continue to make memories during a 10-day trip in Spain. The team will travel to Madrid, Valencia, and Barcelona, while they'll face different select pro teams as they'll look to sharpen their skills and build up a chemistry that will hopefully carry them through the upcoming season.
10 days with our group, them spending time with each other, the families, kind of building that bond. I don't think those are things you can take away. And now as we get into the year, we're going to go through ups, we're going to go through downs, and just kind of knowing that, like, if we can be as tight as we want to be coming off of this trip, it can be great for us.
Basketball season doesn't officially begin for a few more months, but with the start of football season picking up steam, Coach Gritz is hard at work learning from some of the best on the gridiron.
I think football coaches is kind of one of the coaches I study the most, just because you got a group of, 53 to 100 guys, and being able to get those guys on the same page, it takes a lot of culture things, so I love football.
The Eagles fly out this weekend and will return on the 19th. Speaking of football season, UWL is receiving some respect in the latest preseason D3Football.com rankings. Eagles are the highest ranked team in the WIAC, coming in at number 11 in the country. This comes after an 8-4 campaign a season ago where they lost to St. John's University in the second round in the national championships. Platteville comes in at 15, River Falls at 19, and Whitewater squeaks in at number 24. Lacrosse begins their season season in Pittsburgh against Carnegie Mellon on September 13th. And some well-deserved recognition for one of the best under-the-radar players in all of baseball today, as Isaac Collins has been named National League Rookie of the Month for July. The Brewer outfielder had a .321 batting average, .411 on-base percentage, and logged 25 hits and 11 walks in the month, all which were the most for first-year players in the National League. He was a massive reason Milwaukee notched 17 wins and dropped just 7 games in the month. Much older than your average rookie.
Yeah.
He's 28 years old, but man, he has been fantastic this year.
He's been quite the surprise, and the defensive acumen that he brings too, it's allowed Christian Yelich to just comfortably be DH for most of the season because he plays great ball out there in left.
And with these injuries to Churio and Frelick as well, it's nice to have a guy you can rely on out there as well. So he's going to be a big piece moving forward, and hopefully he can keep things consistent. Brewers just kicked off and
already losing to the Braves. First pitch home run by Jerks and Profar, but the night is young.
It's still young.
Brewers are red hot.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Jacob. We got one more check of your forecast right after this.
Banking should be easy. Ultra's A+ accounts put online and mobile banking at your fingertips. Plus, a contactless debit card for everyday purchases. No stress, just banking made for you. Now that's worth celebrating. Open your account today.
Your home, a place of comfort and safety, could be trying to tell you something. Interior cracks, sloping floors, hard to open doors and windows are all signals of foundation failure that you can't ignore. At American Waterworks, we use modern techniques and warranted solutions to restore your peace of mind in your home. After all, your home's foundation issues won't get better with time, but it will with our proven solutions. Choose confidence, choose reliability, choose American Waterworks.
Get an 11% rebate on everything in Menards. We've got everything you need for concrete, whether it's for construction or landscaping. From bagged concrete for setting posts and pouring slabs to beautiful retaining wall and patio block to set your backyard apart. Menards has the concrete products that will be the foundation of your home's upgrade. Get an 11% rebate on all concrete products today at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. We know that home is where you can be yourself. Whether that's working on your cooking skills or getting in a very quick workout, home is your happy place. Get the loan that fits you. Apply for your home loan with Ultra today.
Well, looking ahead, on average, the last time that we see a 90-degree day in La Crosse is September 9th, so we still have about a month left of the 90s until they move out, and we have at least one ahead of us going into Friday. Who knows if we'll have any after that. Maybe we'll have a early goodbye, we could have a late goodbye. I don't know, you guys mentioned football weather, and now all I can think about is the 70s, having some leaves blowing around.
Yeah, right?
Nice, right?
Bring on the fall weather in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Summer is still going on. Thanks for joining us tonight at 6. We'll see you back at 10.